sa kanilang operating revenue at 1.66 billion operating revenue, surpassing yung equivalent ng 2020 first half by 8.62%. Their operating revenue at 1.53 billion in the first 6 months ng 2020, naging 1.66 billion sa first 6 months ng 2021. Mula yan sa mga collections nila from leases, from port operations, from regulatory fees, and from miscellaneous sources. And patuloy pa rin yung growth din sa imports at exports, no, from $842.29 million worth of imports, which is 40% higher than last year. And mas malaki po yung sa exports at $636.8 million in export value. 86% naman po higher than last year. So this just goes to show, Mr. President, na kahit na may pandemya tayo hinaharap, ay patuloy pa rin, no, yung mga economic activities natin in other parts of the country. And of course, more importantly, yung workforce ng Freeport. From a total of 134,268 workforce in 2019, tumaas po kahit na may pandemya to 138,110 in 2020 and 138,964 first half pa lang ng 2021. Sa services sector alone, that's already comprising 73% ng total workforce sa SPNA. Yung port revenues ng SPNA, 645.8 million, next slide, in the first semester, which is 17% higher than last year's figures. Kung titingnan natin yung mga 20-foot equivalent unit ng containerized cargo, tumaas din po ng 14%. From 107,740 to 122,862. Of course, the SBMA attributes all of this growth to sound economic policies, best practices sa mga anti-COVID measures, and the renewed growth under new normal circumstances. Sa Bataan naman po, next slide, Authority of the Freeport Area Bataan, yung transactions din po doon, total of 8,849 transactions amounting to $425,340,000 for export transactions, while for 8,114 transactions amounting to $206,968,000 for import transactions also. And then sa workforce, tumaas din po ang workforce nila. Next slide. In 2020, ang workforce nila is 34,000 workers, increased by almost 5,500 workers for the first half lamang ng 2021 at a total of 40,485 workers. And then lastly, sa Cagayan Economic Zone Authority or CEZA, next slide, yung revenues nila reach 104.17 million pesos, mainly from licensing fees, rent, lease, seaport system fees, processing fees, passport visa and application fees, other business incomes. And even despite the pandemic, patuloy pa rin yung mga infrastructure projects nila in the CEZA. Kasama dyan yung retrofitting of aging piers and 4 units of new warehouses at Port Irene, now nearing completion, totaling 30,000 square meters. Loose cargo port, facelifting, and the mini container yard, and the newly completed road and bridge section of the port para sa turnaround ng mga routes for trucks and hauling of cargo. And sa Port San Vicente Causeway and Wharf, including the construction of the CEZA Corporate and Commercial Centers, the CEZA Global City and Smart City projects. And in the San Vicente Port, they plan to open its new extended wharf para sa inter-island ships, ro-ro operations, and fishermen using the facility. Next slide. Locators din nila, kahit na may pandemya, ay moderate ang growth ng mga locators. And despite the pandemic, meron din pong moderate growth in their tourist arrivals. Although talagang tinamaan ang tourism dito sa area na yan. And then for employment, next slide, 2,598 workers directly employed under the CESA, mostly from Cagayan Valley and Cagayan Province. Yun na po, Mr. President. Maraming salamat.
So, that was the last part of the program was really the one given by Secretary Nograles. With that, I would like to ask the nation to give me a little bit of allowance sa language ko. Pagpatawa mga kababayan ko, pagpatawarin mo na yan si Gordon. Huwag na lang ninyo iboto yung buang na yan. Walang silbi yan. Yung English niya, yan lang. Hanggang dyan lang yung buang na yan. Maraming salamat.